We're here at the IX Center in Cleveland for CGC, the Cleveland Gaming Classic. Let's head on in. Come on, it's this way. Trust me, it's right there. Let's go. No, really, let's go. Hurry up, let's go. So here I am entering the gigantic IX Center for the 2022 Cleveland Gaming Classic. My lifelong friend and one of my brothers, Greg, is on camera duty. What a trooper. CGC got a much larger venue this year, but they still needed to rent more square footage. The place filled up quickly, it got hot in there, and people were bumping into each other like it was a cattle train. I don't know who any of these characters are, folks. I'm sorry, I must be like over 30. Sorry, but it's cool. I mean, I like that they actually dressed up. I was going to dress up as Solid Snake, but, well, he's dead. And Boba Fett stopped by with the 501st Legion. He was a great sport and took tons of photos with people, as you can see here. That kid was so excited to see him right before the photos.
This is Boba Fett saying hi to the game closet out there. I'm watching you, scanning you for bounties, as you wish.
You're not taking me anywhere.
I'll have to scan you. Possible bounty.
I'm screwed.
I'm watching you.
I'm out of here. I'll see you later. I hope, or maybe I won't.
As you wish.
I wanted to see more and talk with more vendors and people, but it got really crowded. Now, this is just as we got there, and you can see how crowded it was then. And there's Boba Fett again, tracking a Game Closet Geek, whatever that is. I hope he finds his man, tracking the Game Closet Geek, and he's hiring someone to help him find the Game Closet Geek. And he's fired. Now, we did see this cool booth with what looked like 3D printed oversized decorative cartridges. He had NES, Super NES, Game Boy Advance, N64 carts, but I didn't get a chance to get back to see him, and if you know anything about his booth, please let me know in the comments. Here is the 501st Legion with their most prized catch, Harrison Ford. Guys, could we please thaw him out before the premiere of Indiana Jones 5? Looks like Boba Fett is not going to share any of his money with those guys. Not a very sharing kind of a guy. If he finds that Game Closet Geek, whoever that poor soul is, I hope he doesn't find him, because he's probably in a lot of trouble. Poor bastard. And there was a working remote-controlled R2-D2 Astro Droid. Now that was pretty darn cool, as I'd never seen anything like that before. I wanted this $800 statue, but if I would have bought it, Mrs. Dr. Scott would have made me sleep in the studio for 6 months. CGC was about 65% games, 35% toys. I'd like to see a little bit more on the game side next year. It's like you never see 3DO games like this out in the wild, ever. I know. Do you see... Oh, Wing Commander. My favorite one is one of my favorite games. That sucked. Do you see...
I had the basketball game.
I bet you I had most of these. I'm looking for Return Fire.
No, I didn't see that.
This is the Northeast Ohio Ghostbusters. Stay pumped back here. We got people here with Bustin to make it, and of course, Bustin, right? That's make sure go good. Here's our old buddy Slimer. So we're going to check these guys out, and we'll put this down in the links down there. Check them out. And of course, there's Vigo the Carpathian. Now, that is a very dangerous painting, so you got to be careful.
On a mountain of skulls in the castle of pain, I sat on a throne of blood.
That's why we squeezed all the slime out of it before we got here this morning. I think that's a fantastic idea.
We brought the big boy out today.
Hey, thanks for coming, and thanks for saying hi to everybody out there in Game Boston. We're ready to leave you. Now this guy here, he was my hero. All of his Atari 2600 games were not just alphabetized, but they were categorized and they were all tested. They were priced, and if they weren't priced, they were only $3. So this is where I got a couple of Atari 2600 games. Also, he had these great custom labels for the Atari 2600 cartridges. You'll see those here in just a minute. They're hilarious. They're for movies. So, you can pick and choose and decorate your Atari cartridges. Sweet. And here are the labels I was talking about. A little on the pricey side if you wanted to buy a bunch of them, but if you bought a couple, that's not bad. But Poltergeist, Halloween, Hellraiser, Beetlejuice, Alien, Blade Runner, The Terminator, Nightmare on Elm Street, Star Trek. I mean, just the list goes on and on here. Some really, really funny stuff.
So we came, we saw, we kicked its ass. So what can I say? We came to the Cleveland Gaming Classic. We're leaving here a little lighter in the pocketbook, but hey, you know, we got a few things here, so we'll check that out later.
So a quick rundown of the pickups of the day from CGC, and here we go. Prototype for the Xbox 360. This will be in a video coming up soon. Sequest, my favorite Atari 2600 game. I already have it, but I wanted another copy, and this one is just pretty. So there it is. My Chopper Command went missing a while back, so I got another one. $3 whole. I got Fear to play on the Series X, and it will be in an upcoming video very soon. And Observer System Redux for the Series X that starred the late great Rutger Hauer. Another horror title for an upcoming video.
Iron Maiden Pinball. Scream from Long Beach!
We stopped off at Fathead Brewery in Middleburg Heights, and I'd never been there before. Greg had been there, and we saw Iron Maiden Pinball. He knew it was there, and I've always wanted to play this game. I just watched him play. Very, very cool. Love the Iron Maiden Pinball, but Doctor Who Pinball is still much better.
Come on, you power slave bitch.
So we have one more gaming expo left, and it's a big one. You won't want to miss what's coming up on Game Closet Retro this next month. Also, thank you for hitting the like mitten down below and for subscribing. I love making videos for you, and I don't want you to miss any of them. In the meantime, watch a few more of Game Closet's videos and get your video game fix and get your laugh on.
Thanks for watching.